Donar Vida is a sustainable project whose purpose is to promote blood donation through education and strategies to gain new donors and retain them. Our mission is to partner with the Clínica Medellín in order to spread awareness and make blood donation more simple.
We wanted to look into this issue because we felt like it didn't get enough representation at all. We found out that from 1.6 million units of blood needed in a year, only 800,000 units of blood were donated. Additionally, we found out that the biggest problem around blood donation was misinformation and all the misconceptions people have around blood donation.
When we started researching this issue, we found that the blood donation rates in Colombia are way too low. Only around 1.5% of people can donate, even though the World Health Organization recommends at least 5%. We use tools like the social injustice spectrum to realize this isn't just a health problem, it's also about misinformation, fear, and lack of access, especially for teenagers.
Through systems mapping, we understood how all these things are connected. Schools barely talk about it, the healthcare system doesn't have enough funding, and most people just don't know how crucial blood donation really is. After doing interviews and surveys, it became super clear that students had lots of doubts and believed in myths. That's why we focused on informing people and building empathy. This issue affects all of us, and real change starts with knowledge.
We are impacting is Clínica Medellín. They have a blood bank, and our idea is to help them reach the community. We'll help them make contacts that will lead to workshops to schools so they can inform students, and by doing so, we are also reaching Medellín society, and our goal is to make Medellín society more perceptive to blood donation and encourage them to help by donating blood.
Imagine a Medellín where the lack of blood is not a barrier. Our innovation is an app, but also we want to build a community for everyone to know where and when to save lives.
The app motivates donors by simplifying the donation process and removing fear or confusion. The user can use the app as a tracking method, giving updates about health, activities, travel, and more. This way, the app can tell them when they are eligible to
The
donate.
principal issue is blood shortages. The root causes include misinformation, fear, and lack of consistent donor engagement. Our app targets these hidden layers through education, emotional connection, and behavioral nudges.
So this project moves along the spectrum of social change, from raising awareness through educational campaigns to changing behavior with app reminders and eventually systemic transformation by clinic-wide adaptation of the app.
Our solution is the most effective, sustainable, and human-centered solution for Clínica Medellín.
Initially, our idea was to promote the local economy by offering discounts in local businesses to blood donors. However, when we started talking to different blood banks, we realized that doing so would be very unethical because blood donation is a process that is very altruistic and should come from empathy. Additionally, in our search for a professional sponsor, we started speaking to the manager of the blood bank in Clínica Rosario. He had a lot of good insights on how to make our project better, and we were very excited to work with him, but in the end, it didn't work out.
We began with Juan Pablo, someone from Clínica Rosario. He seemed very excited at the beginning, but at the end, he didn't take any action. Then we continued with Tania Casanova, the director from the blood bank from Clínica Las Américas. She really liked the project, but at the end, in the Clínica Las Américas, there were no staff, no time available for us. After this, we seemed in a really tight spot because we had to look in all Medellín between all of the clinics to find a new sponsor. There, we found Jaime Patiño. He's the director of the blood bank in Clínica Medellín, and he seemed very excited with our project. He, at the end, is our professional sponsor. He helped us with everything and gave us insights on all of the clinic data and also led us to the clínicas in Medellín to talk with all of the other directors.
The workshops we organized had a clear, measurable impact on students' knowledge and willingness to donate. 72% of students that took the survey reported that after the talk, myths and fears that they had about blood donation were clarified. When talking about their favorite aspects, they appreciated the clarity of the presenter, dynamic style, relevance of information, and real-life data from Colombia.
Hola, hoy estamos con Jaime Patiño, que es el director del Banco de Sangre de la Clínica Medellín, y le vamos a estar haciendo unas preguntas. Jaime, primero, ¿qué beneficios crees que nuestro proyecto le trajo a la Clínica Medellín y a la comunidad?
Pues mira, nosotros los bancos de sangre, no solamente el de la Clínica Medellín, sino todos los de la red de Colombia, siempre estamos necesitando personas e instituciones que nos ayuden con la promoción de la donación, precisamente porque necesitamos inculcar una cultura de la donación en Colombia para que las personas no solo conozcan de los bancos de sangre, sino también se conciencien de que los bancos de sangre existimos y que tenemos una necesidad de que las personas se acerquen a nosotros y nos colaboren con su donación. Entonces, ¿cómo nos colaboraron ustedes? Pues precisamente permitiéndonos llegar a las comunidades, permitiéndonos llevar el mensaje y pues incrementando la promoción de la donación.
Súper. ¿Qué consejos nos darías a nosotras para el futuro en este proyecto?
No, pues que no lo dejen, que no lo abandonen, eso sería lo primero que...
Y por último, ¿qué elogios y observaciones nos puedes dar sobre nuestro proyecto para nosotras poder finalizarlo y reflexionar sobre todo lo que hemos hecho?
No, lo primero que a mí me impactó mucho es que se les haya ocurrido ayudar a los bancos, ¿cierto? Entonces uno como que, bueno, ¿y de dónde salió esta iniciativa? ¿Por qué se les ocurrió? Muy chévere, pues nosotros los bancos nos sentimos muy bien pues cuando se acuerdan de nosotros, porque nosotros generalmente buscamos que nos apoyen y no siempre encontramos pues quien nos apoye, pero cuando antes desinteresadamente personas como ustedes se acercaron inclusive a nosotros los bancos y fue iniciativa de ustedes, pues eso nos pareció maravilloso. Además que se encargaron pues de abrir las puertas en los diferentes colegios para hacer esta actividad. Entonces no, muy chévere, muchas gracias por habernos tenido en cuenta, muchas gracias por pensar en lo que es la donación de sangre, en ayudarnos con este tema de llevar esta cultura de la donación adelante y pues no, muchas gracias. Eso es lo primero. Lo segundo, que pues muy proactivas, pues lo hicieron todo como muy rápido, como muy fácil a veces, porque nos ha tocado, ¿cierto? Nos ha tocado que inclusive con iniciativas propias de nosotros los bancos, que nos acercamos a instituciones para que nos permitan hacer estas actividades, se demoran, nunca se pueden realizar, ¿cierto? Entonces siempre hay muchas trabas. En cambio yo veo que ustedes fueron muy ágiles en esto para llegar a la ejecución. Entonces me parece muy bien.
Understanding the current challenges in Colombia's health sector, especially the lack of monetary resources, we've adapted our approach. Instead of launching a fully developed app right away, we designed a detailed prototype that Clínica Medellín can implement when funding becomes available. This reduces costs in the short term while laying the groundwork for long-term success. We've also created educational materials, posters, and social media content that can continue circulating independently of us. These tools help raise awareness and keep the momentum going.
We met all key goals from our ISC proposal. We designed an app prototype that sends personalized reminders to encourage recurring donations, and Clínica Medellín plans to implement it when funding allows. We interviewed medical and marketing professionals to guide our awareness strategy and ran workshops at the Columbus School and Marymount to tackle misinformation among teens. Furthermore, we also surveyed 5+ blood banks to evaluate impact and use their feedback to refine our approach. Finally, by maintaining strong communication with the clinic and programmers, we've ensured project's long-term sustainability even beyond our leadership.